Pink weather on the ones.
Welcome back. Time now is 7:11. We're going to get another check on your forecast. Take a look at this. This is actually Punta Gorda behind us on the screen. Nice morning. Not too bad. A couple clouds in the sky, but
I liked your
nice.
term. You called it.
It looks a little glossy out there. I feel
glossy.
like if you look down, you'll see your reflection, something magical happening. Yeah. But here's what we're looking at for today. Temperatures back into the 90s. Not nearly as hot for Naples as we will expect to see an onshore wind kicking in. So when we had that east wind, it's been so prominent that really heats up everywhere across southwest Florida. But when we do have the wind coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, that's going to keep you guys a little cooler, especially for Marco Island, Sanibel, even Naples, only the low 90s. Now we do have the opportunity for some rain in the forecast, but let's talk about the storms that we do have offshore, almost over 130 miles away from Captiva. We're looking at almost up to 200 lightning strikes just within the past 15 minutes, slowly working its way off towards the north. So we do have some energy that we're watching in the Gulf of Mexico this morning. Even on the eastern half of Florida, we have a tropical storm. We have Humberto. We've been watching this over the past couple days, brought in the very heavy rain over the Bahama areas once again. And well, now that it's moving off towards the north, we do have the outer bands coming into portions of Florida, the eastern half, and they will be dealing with a better chance of more of the on and off rain. Some of the rain that we had yesterday, very on and off, heavy at times. So as this wraps around, rain will wrap around along with it. So as of the 5 o'clock advisory this morning, next one at 11 a.m., while we do have pressure at 1,000 millibars, it is moving at 7 miles per hour to the north-northwest, and winds are sustained at 60 miles per hour. So once those winds pick up to 74, that's when it will be a Category 1 hurricane. But by the time it does reach Category 1 status, well, it's going to be well away from the state of Florida as it continues on a more easterly path, and then possibly even strengthening into a Category 2, maybe even peaking at a Category 3 as it continues to work away from the continental United States. So it's going to be in that open water, a lot of warmth, a lot of fuel for that to continue to strengthen. But again, not really too much of a problem for us here. It's actually going to give us nicer weather as it moves away. So there's the other area that we are watching in the Gulf of Mexico. It's still very disorganized there. This will continue to move off towards the west, away from the state of Florida. But again, as we do have Humberto moving off towards the north and then towards the east, a lot of drier air will begin to filter in, giving us some pretty nice conditions. So less tropical moisture is expected for the start of the work week. But here's what we're looking at for today. A few showers developing mainly inland, east of 75, and those will push off towards the eastern half of Florida. That's because, again, of the onshore wind. So when we do have that west wind, we're going to see a more west to east pattern with the rain and with the thunderstorms. So by 8 o'clock, most of it should end up near Lake Okeechobee, leaving our coastal areas dry right before sunset even. And then even as we go overnight, looking still pretty quiet. Now for Monday, not as much rain is expected, just a few isolated showers still can't be ruled out for the eastern half of Florida and then south of Alligator Rally in the southern tip of Florida near the Keys. Not much in the way of rain coverage is expected, so just a few isolated rain areas for Monday. So there's Humberto, there's the other area that we're watching in the Gulf, and then the Caribbean Sea looking pretty quiet there. Yesterday we had a lot more activity in the Atlantic Ocean, especially near Africa. Now we're just down to this one area that has about a 60% chance of further developing into a tropical system over the next 5 days. So it does have some time to develop, very disorganized, very broad. Again, it will work its way off towards the northwest. We're going to be keeping an eye on that one, but again, it's hurricane season, so we could still see a few more waves coming off of Africa for the next couple of months. There's another view, Fisherman's Village. I think it's absolutely gorgeous this morning. We do have some sunshine peeking through already. We're going to see that sunrise once again full effect at the moment, and then sunset a little bit before 7:30 p.m. Here's a look at the temperatures out the door. We have 78 in Naples, 77 in Fort Myers, and the mid-70s everywhere else. So here's what we're looking at tomorrow. Limited rain. It's going to be a hot one. Temperatures into the low 90s. Even Tuesday, limited rain, 93 degrees. Wednesday, Thursday, still holding on to the lower 90s. Could see a few more clouds building in. But as we head into next weekend, we do have the opportunity for some more rain back here for southwest Florida. So Saturday looking to be a little bit more scattered. And then even for Sunday next weekend, we are going to see a little bit of an earlier start to some rain and some storms.
we'll take a